Well, this is the circuit that I used to put together the motorhome power system, the DC drive, the forklift motor, and this is how I wired it up. I first of all took 4 batteries, wired them in series so you get 48 volts, and there's actually 2 banks of these batteries so far. There will be 3 banks at least, because you need a lot of power to move a motorhome. So anyhow, got these batteries here, connected them up in series to get 48 volts, came on through here to a 300 amp fuse, and that lands at a contactor. Now this contactor here has 2 4 amp fuses and 100 watt resistor, and the whole idea of this circuit is to stop sparking, to stop any sparking when the contactor opens and closes, because that'll burn out the contacts eventually. And what operates the contactor is a 48 volt coil here that is switched with a let's see, it's 48 volts and has a 1 amp diode across it in parallel, and then we have a power supply which energizes the contactor. So, and then once you close your contactor, the power goes on through to this 500 amp motor controller. And on the motor controller here, it is controlled actually by this little circuit here, which is a 5K potentiometer, which I've replaced with, it was originally a rotating potentiometer, but I replaced it with a gas pedal potentiometer. So when I put my foot on the gas of the motorhome, this is what makes it going faster or slower. Anyhow, back at the controller, continuing on with your positive wire here, you go down to the terminal of the 48 volt motor. This is the forklift motor that is actually driving the motorhome. So and then from the other end, the negative side, you go to the M terminal here of the motor controller. So the positive goes to the positive marking there, and the negative goes to the M there. Now on the other side here, this is the system negative. You go on through back to your batteries. Let me say that. Okay, going back to your 48 volt batteries. So that's basically it. That's all I did. And this is a lot simpler than the way I had it set up originally for the AC system. But this is what I drew out, and this is what worked. You can take a screenshot of it, I suppose. There you go. This diagram here shows you the setup between the 2 banks of batteries here, and there will be more, but I've got both of them connected to a 300 amp dual switch here, so you can switch it one way or the other, and there's yet another switch to where you can have both sets of batteries on one circuit. So that's handy. And then from this center terminal here, you come on down through a 300 amp fuse to your positive terminal on the motor controller.